some of the barriers that we're dealing with here in Rapid City, in South Dakota, is, there's a lot of things that are not out in the open. And what I mean by that is sometimes I think people refer to it as institutionalized racism, where maybe you have preconceived notions of a group of people. In our case, the power of the United States government, the power of the leaders in our history, understand and know what took place to our ancestors. But with that also comes a responsibility to say, in our own nation, we have some issues that were created by our history, and instead of taking the approach of they just need to get over it, we as Americans need to just kind of get over what happened in our history. You can't do that, because in essence, when somebody finds out what really happened, the facts, and I'm talking about the facts of what took place, there is going to be a sense of, how do I get over that? Without, like for instance, you could take it to a basic example of a mother and a daughter. If that mother hid from that daughter for years at a time, information about her, maybe let's say she lived without her father, or just kind of secrets of things that were done that the daughter didn't know about. Then all of a sudden, when that daughter gets a little older and found out maybe my dad was trying to be in my life, but my mom hid it from me, or my dad hid my mother, vice versa. There's going to be a little anger there, because why did you do that? You had the power to allow me to have a relationship with someone, but because you didn't like them, you kept that from me. And it's the same way with the United States government and our powers with our Native people. They have a responsibility to give the facts through history books, through our curriculum, through our schools, to give the facts, but also present it in a way that is open, and have the willingness to say, acknowledge, well, we made a mistake, and we acknowledge that. What can we do to make things better? What can we do to, moving forward, how can we work together to overcome that obstacle in our history? So those are just some things that I've always been thinking about, as I became a teacher, as I become working with students and youth, and in my personal life. These are things that I've applied to myself with my children, with my family, and I continue to do that. So that's what I see working.